Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Entrepreneurs Talk supported by Mindcraft Advertising, Intel IoT Lab and DTech. Today we have our friend Vijay Kumar from Movers Zone. Hello Vijay, how are you?
Hey Taufik, how are you doing? Good.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Vijay, for the people who don't know anything about Movers Zone, what is Movers Zone?
Okay, so Movers Zone is an on-demand marketplace for moving and storage, and we are focused into residential market. So as Movers Zone, we help people to find the right moving company and do things with a standard. So if you're looking for a mover, we cut down your journey of finding mover by 90%. So you just simply visit the website, book or request quotations, and then you are like your move is on your doorstep.
Okay. Tell me more a little bit here. Okay, today I want to move one bedroom. Okay. Inside Dubai.
Yeah.
What do I do?
So it's very simple. Most probably you will go to Google and you will find Movers Zone somewhere on Google. That's what our specialization is. We are very good in our internet marketing, and Movers Zone acquires around 500 customers every month, from Google.
Okay.
So you simply hit moverszone.com and you can either go and book your move online, or you can request for quotations. It's up to you. It depends. Like,
what's the difference?
If you're moving, if you have already decided your move date, and if you know that when you're moving, so I would recommend you to book online, because you have the standard rates there, you have the service commitment and everything. And if you think you are still not sure you're moving or not moving, you're just deciding what's going to be the price and
gathering quotations or something.
Yeah. So we recommend you to get some quotations. So we connect you up to 5 movers to give you the quotation, and they might come and do a survey. So you will be contacted by phone call or email. Up to you to decide how do you want to be communicated through our website. So 2 options. One is on-demand booking. So you can book your move, and you can just tell us what date you're moving, and everything is managed by us. And another option is get the price quotations from the moving companies directly.
So the first one, just so for the people who don't know Movers Zone, because I know a little bit, I did my research, and we are planning to use it soon.
Sure.
The first one is managed by you. So you go to the website. Online booking, you say I have 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, you have the price, you can go, you can pay a little bit more and get extra helpers, stuff like that, right?
Yes, so I would say that that's a managed move service, and we have launched this after getting a lot of feedback from our customers. So the problem in the market is the moving people are really not equipped with very good communication skills. They don't know how to follow certain standards into moving. So it's a very unorganized industry in terms of there is no regulations, there is no standardization of things. That's where we come in picture, and that's what our dream is all about, that we want to put some standards in the industry. We want to give some very good experience when people are into a stress of moving. So, they can say that, wow, everything is settled to the new place, and that's where we want to build our brand value. So booking option gives that kind of thing. We bridge the gap between a moving company who are very good at moving but don't know how to really communicate or negotiate or do close the deal in terms of you're moving. So that's where we give you an online platform. You don't need to get into multiple calls. You don't need to go through a lot of quotations. You don't need to go through who is offering what commitment. So that's where the booking online is so simple that you click on book your move online, and then you scroll it up, you choose your move type, and then you select your apartment. And you see 3 different packages. It starts from a very average price. So when we work out our pricing, we make sure the pricing are not inflated. We only take the average price of the industry, and on the top of it, we put our very good standards. So then you can decide, the move package, which is a budget, economy, or the premium package. It's up to you, how you feel which suits you the best. So, you can choose it, and then you put your appointment date. And the good part of booking is you don't need to pay before, so you pay after the move, because we believe in our services, and we make sure that, services are going to deliver very, very well, and you'll be happy to pay us.
What's the minimum? Yeah, what's the minimum gap? Let's say if I'm moving tomorrow.
Okay.
And I go to your website. Or I need a gap of 2 days. 3
You
days.
can go and book your move like 1 hour before. Certainly, every move type has a time. So like, let's say a studio apartment takes usually five hours, and our moving team works between 8 to 8. So ideally, you should have a 5 hours window, in between.
Yes.
For 8 to 8. But we give you an option to book like 1 hour in advance. Since we work with 150 plus companies, so our network is larger than any other moving company in UAE.
Great.
So we can get your move done like 1 hour if you give us like 1 hour advance notice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea? How did it all start?
I think I'm the most unsettled person in my family, or my friends, whosoever I have met. I have moved almost 8 times in last 10 years, and the idea came in, when I was moving from Dubai back to India, just to set up my technology team, just to build maybe more better products of our what we offer. Okay. So I face huge amount of challenges in terms of which mover specializes from Dubai to India, how much they're going to charge me, right? So it's like picking up calls, dialing different movers. They are not available on, let's say, on Friday, and that's the day when I'm free. So it was really a big challenge. And then I come from an aggregator background. I used to be a software aggregator. Yes. Previously, and then later I thought, why can't I aggregate the movers on a platform? Sure. So I used my previous skills and experience to build this platform, and it worked pretty well. We moved 10,000 plus UAE residents in the last 15 months.
Great. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Why you did not create an application? Why only?
Okay, so I would say that we have a very mobile optimized platform, and why we do not have an application is because moving happens once in a couple of years, and since most of our mobile phones are full with applications, so the idea is it takes, I think, the consumer behavior as on today is people go on Google to find a mover. True. And that's where our 90% of our traffic comes in. So since we already have a mobile optimized website, so we have still not built an application, but that's the future plan, which we have, that we might build an application where you might be able to book here. But we don't want to overload our users with a long process of moving.
Yeah, and I'm asking you, it's not something. It wasn't something negative in your company, but it was something good, because what you explained to me when we sat together, you told me that, like you said, now people, they move once
in every 2 years.
Yeah, they will not keep the application unless it's B2B, and that's a different story. Okay, type. I want to know, how does the Intel IoT Lab supports Mover Zone?
That's a really interesting question. So first of all, I think here in DTech, Intel has created that kind of ecosystem where it connects the entrepreneurs on a platform like we are connecting today. And I think Intel is inside everything. And now today we are inside Intel. So that's amazing. And so that's one thing. And how Intel supports is because we are hosted on Amazon, and I think Amazon uses a lot of Intel. So in that case, I would say Intel, that's how we are connected with Intel.
Yes. Yeah. What were the biggest initial difficulties, obstacles to build your business, and how did you overcome them, especially in Dubai?
I would say that Dubai, I will not call it the obstacle, but I would say it was an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Dubai has that opportunity that, Dubai is a place of expats, and my product Mover Zone works well in Dubai as compared to any other location in the world, because people keep moving here, a lot of new places keep coming every year, people want to switch because of rentals, people want to switch because of the facilities in the new buildings coming up and all. So I would say that I will not call it an obstacle, but I will call it as an opportunity, that Dubai has offered us an opportunity where Mover Zone was a needed product, and we launched it on time. So I would say the only challenge which we have is the customer acquisition, which is huge.
Something normal,
yeah. But I would not call it as an obstacle. For sure.
And I'm not talking about Dubai as a country that gave you obstacles. Every time you move to a new country and you want to build a business, there will be some obstacles. And because the show is for other entrepreneurs to understand, and whoever is thinking to open his own company, is why I asked this question. So my question is, did you have difficulties setting the website? Was it hard to deal with the drivers, something like that, or it was smooth? Because it happens.
I think building the technology was a bit of challenge for us. I'm not a technology, I'm not a coder, but I know how to connect the dots, and we are still a bit challenged, and we are coming up with our own strong platform, which is more scalable, much better. So certainly there are challenges of doing business, but I would say the market was a bit ready when we came in. So there used to be one platform for logistics. And so people were aware, how a moving marketplace works, how the service providers know that how a moving marketplace works. So it was a pretty smooth journey for us. But since now we lead the moving marketplace in terms of the residential or the office move, we are not into trucking and these things as of now, but we are very good in residential move or the storage part. And I would say that challenges are yet to come.
I hope it will stay smooth.
Yeah.
Tell me more about your competitors. Did you have major competitors once you started?
Yeah, we had a portal called Moosuk, and that was our competitor. But it turns out to be an opportunity. They moved to a complete service market kind of environment. And we wanted to remain in logistics or the moving sector, moving in the storage sector. So for us, that opened up a door that, now we are leading and we are the focused logistics, or a moving marketplace in the region. And that's what we want to focus on. And we want to take this to the new locations, because moving in itself is a very big vertical, and merging it with some common services does not make sense, So for us, we want to stay focused to moving, and we want to take it forward to different locations.
It's always good to stay niche, because like you are saying, many companies, they try to diversify to make more money, and then the consumer gets lost and they move.
Yeah, so we are very focused. We want to understand the industry a little bit more better. We want to maybe open up more verticals which belongs to the moving. Yes. We may want to assist the customers, let's say after they move, how we can offer them their internet connection, how we can offer them the electricity connection.
Yes.
So they get an end-to-end service. They don't feel that they have moved their house. So our idea is to offer them the kind of connected services, what happens after move, maybe painting their apartment, maybe getting the Diva connection or the internet connection.
Great idea.
So they don't need to really roam around. Yeah.
Did you start, or you are planning to start?
That's in the plan. Yeah.
That's in the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vijay, give me more examples, about the services that you offer. I want to know in details.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think, Tawfiq, we offer, as we are an end-to-end moving portal, so as I explained before, we offer booking and bidding service. So you can ask for quotations, or you can book things online.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to booking, you can book from a single item move from any location to any location within UAE.
Okay.
And you can, from a single item which starts from 150 dirham, we move from single item to an international move. So we have that kind of coverage. So we have a single item delivery, we have residential move, either it is in villa or an apartment or any size.
Okay.
We have storage solution, we have partners who provide the storage services. We work with international moving companies, we work with car shipping, and the plan is also to work with if somebody just needs a truck. So as of now, we have a strong network of people who can deliver your single item, people who can move your apartment or villa, people who can ship your car from UAE to anywhere else.
Okay.
People who can store your stuff if you have some additional stuff in your home, or let's say even if you want to sell your stuff and if you don't have your space in your home, so we can put your stuff in a storage, and when you sell it, they will take some commission out of it. So you don't pay the rent, you only pay some commission. So we are building that kind of, we already have some partners available who can offer you this kind of service, but we are building that kind of end-to-end service. So when it comes to moving, Movers Zone is the name which comes in your mind.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So an example, today I'm leaving the country,
yeah,
and I sold 50% of my stuff, and I still have a table, a bedroom. The service that you are offering, I can put my stuff there and put them on the Dubizzle, let's say, and the moment they are sold, people will come, take them from the warehouse. They will pay the guy, and he will make a commission out of it. Well, cool.
So since you are vacating your apartments, the good solution for you is, and you are not able to sell 50% of your stuff, we can send a mover to pick your stuff, put your stuff in the storage, and if you are able to find a buyer from Dubizzle, that's amazing. Otherwise, our partners also put some efforts to sell your stuff.
And they make commission.
Then they agree on some commission. So you do not have any overhead cost of storing, and then you don't need to pay any storage bill. You only pay the commission when your items are sold.
Okay. Yeah. This is good because I have many friends who left the country and they had only 1 month.
Yeah.
And they were trying to sell their stuff, their cars. Sometimes I'm not gonna go into cars, but they ended up selling.
Certainly, they need a place to store their stuff, and that's where we come in picture. We are not a marketplace for selling things, but we can help you to put your stuff in a place where you don't need to pay your apartment rent to sell the stuff. Your stuff is available on some storage. People can come and see it, and if they like it, they can pick it up from there.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. Now we're gonna move to Vijay as a person. I'm always interested in the business personal side of entrepreneurs, because each one of you guys have his own way to deal with stress and stuff like that. Okay? Tell me, what made you take the leap into entrepreneurship?
I think I worked for almost 8 years for different corporates, starting from banking to consulting to technology. And that has been a great learning experience. I think if I would have not been to corporates, I would have not been what I am today, right? So there's a lot of learning which happens in these corporates, and I think everyone should actually go to everyone should do some kind of job in some corporates to learn and come out and do something, right?
I agree.
So why I was not continuing to my job was, the reason is that I was underutilized actually. Some people say that they get utilized too much when they work, but I would say that I have always been into roles where I was either into systems or management information pack or something like that, So I have been supporting different business systems, but I felt that I'm underutilized. I was thinking that I'm not utilized more than 10%, and that's where that 90% of the time I keep thinking what I can do, And I always wanted to come out from a bucket to a sea, where there are unlimited opportunities. So that is something which really made me to think and be an entrepreneur,
So basically you were bored in a way, and you felt you can do more if you go by yourself.
Yes, yeah. So now I'm like from 10 to 200% utilization.
Yes, I know this. Okay, PJ. Okay, now I understand that you were bored, you moved to utilize yourself 200%, but was it for the money or for freedom also, or for what? Or you have it in your, some people they say, I cannot work for someone. It's not about being underutilized.
No, I think I don't believe in saying that, I cannot work for someone. You always work for someone. You always work for your customers, you work for your suppliers, you work for your own business. So end of the day, you always work. So my idea was not something that I was bored from my bosses in the corporates. No, it has been a very good experience. There have been a lot of learning. And the only thing is that I wanted to have unlimited opportunities in front of me. I just don't want to have a boundary, which really stops me that this is what you can do. And I have a lot of ideas, and I wanted to put these ideas together and see what I can do. And it's been a very good ride. I really seen those opportunities. I monetize these opportunities, and it's been a very good experience of last almost 6 years of being an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yeah, well, why am I asking these questions? Because not everyone likes, I know many people who can do a lot and who are working in big corporations, but they don't like to open a company. They have the money, the cash, they have the capabilities, all these things, but they don't like it. And some people like it.
I think, Tawfiq, it's all about how much you can leverage on the risk, right? So business is a risk, you know, and then you should have a confidence of you can make your salary. So you need to give, like, you can earn your salary actually, you know. While in corporates, I think most of the people still have that kind of, you know, thinking that if they go out of the job, can they really make that salary? So it's like earning a Bonville, you know. So you need to earn that for you. So if you have that kind of confidence that yes, you can earn, then you can always dive in that sea, you know, which is being an entrepreneur. I mean, you might get a lot of things or you might get sunk into it, you know. So certainly there is a risk, and I think people need to evaluate and
overcome the risk.
It's not easy for sure. I mean, you really need to go through a lot of dives, you know, before you really get something. Yeah,
I know. Everyone knows this. Even
but for me, fortunately, things have been really good. I mean, I have been enjoying the ride, and I'm ready for the challenges.
Yeah, good man. Because whatever you are doing is good, because you are here and you see how many companies, unfortunately, they start and suddenly they have to close because they did not plan it well, and it happens. What is the biggest mistake you've made as an entrepreneur?
I would say that every day is a learning, and every day has contributed something which really shows the result on the next day or sometime in the future, right? So I really don't call myself that I made any mistake being an entrepreneur. I believe in improving every day. You know, there has to be some progress every day. And
consider it as an advice you are giving for someone who is starting now. For example, let's say you spent a lot of money on marketing rather than employing someone in business development. I'm just giving you an example. So, a mistake that someone can learn from it. So, like you said, you are learning every day.
I will say that when you start up, so I think I didn't do that mistake, but I have seen a lot of people since in this ecosystem being in D-Tech. I have seen hundreds of entrepreneurs coming and going. And I think I avoided that mistake looking at others. So whenever I work on a project, either it is Mover Zone or something else, I always try and do things cheap when to test it, you know. So I don't do very, very costly testings, you know. So when you do things, you need to be very optimized. You need to do things within your budget, you know. So like that's what I follow. I mean, if I would have made a mistake of making some very, very costly failure, then I would have been out of business. I might again be looking for jobs. This is what it happens on any average entrepreneur life cycle, you know. So I think you need to learn and you know, learn from others. I think I'm just going back when I was not even an entrepreneur, but I used to go for a lot of different events. I'm very keen of attending different social events or maybe business related events. Somebody told me, he was from London, and he told me that when you want to do business, you only need to do two things. You need to keep your eyes and your ear open. If you have these two things with you, you just cannot get anything which really overtakes you. So you need to sense things, and then you need to take your decision. So very active on your ears and on your eyes. See what's happening and how you can avoid it, you know, how you can avoid the similar mistakes which people are making. So my advice for people who really want to jump into technology, you know, startups, when they are building things, they should not be spending all of their fortune, you know. They should build a very, very cheap prototype just to see that if it's going to work or not.
Yeah, I've seen this. Whatever you are saying now, I've seen it. Some people spending a lot and not starting even. They finish the product and they are broke. They cannot even launch the product.
And even time is money. So you should not have, like, when you are doing technological product, I mean, when you are doing a technology product, you cannot just wait for years for it to come. It has to be quick. Because technology changes are so rapid. When you're building your product, it might not even be used. So you need to make sure that you deliver things pretty fast.
True.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
Type. What do you do, Vijay, to recharge when you are overwhelmed?
So I think, yeah, going back to the family, spending some time with the kids, having a startup.
Dubai?
Yeah, my family is here in Dubai. So having a startup is like having another kid. So obviously you spend a lot of time with one of your kids. So you need to make sure you go back to your original kids and spend some time and recharge.
True.
So yeah,
recharge, yeah.
It's really hard being an entrepreneur. You need to keep thinking 24/7. And the only thing I think you need to disconnect yourself. You need to go back to your family. You need to make sure you connect with them. And I think that's what's something which really recharges me. So
you don't disconnect by yourself. Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah.
Come to work and then I go home, see my child. But the question sometimes on a weekend, I will leave the house, go to the beach or to the mall or somewhere to recharge.
Yeah.
Or you don't disconnect like that. You recharge with the family.
No. So obviously, I believe in spending some quality time. So when it is quality time, I might not be able to spend the time every day. But yeah, I need to find out at least over a weekend or something. We go out, we find a spot, and that's where we disconnect. So that's the best part of Dubai, because it offers a lot of spots which you can go on. So
True.
Every weekend you can spot a new spot.
Yes.
So that's the recharge, yeah. And again, your business is your self recharge. I mean, if it is doing well and if it is showing results, you're pretty motivated. I mean,
True.
Nothing can be more motivated than nothing can motivate you more than your own business.
A good business, running business, yeah. Okay. What do you know today that you wish you would have known when you first got started as an entrepreneur?
Yes, that's an interesting question. I mean, so certainly you cannot go back to the time. So sometimes you feel that if I would have started the same thing back in 2010 or back in 2008, yes, I know things were not possible. They were not the kind of resources which I have today. So there is no regret. I would say that you just cannot keep regretting about things that, okay, if I would have done that time, I always go with the flow. Whatever is today, just go with the flow of that. So I think that's more important. So zero regrets, okay, and just move on.
Cool, cool. Vijay, to what do you attribute your success?
I think when it comes to doing business and when it comes to getting success in your business, it's all about how you delegate your stuff to your people. How do you get the right people to do the right job? Mm-hmm. As an IT startup, I still have a very lean team, and I believe in my people, and I believe in who can do things best. So this is what really makes me, that what keeps our business moving, yes, towards the right direction. Mm-hmm. So obviously having a right person to do the job is the most important. And another thing is in business, how you acquire your customers is the basic thing. If you have customers, you have everything in this world, right? True. Sure. Money gonna follow you, you follow the customer. That's the very simple strategy.
Right.
So you need to know how you can acquire your customers at a very cheaper rate. So if you know that skill, you're certainly gonna make profit. So it's like you have less cost and you have more money to come in. Yeah. So I think as in business, you need to know how to market your business. And I think we are able to do it, and that's what we are planning to do. Yeah, I mean, we are planning to improve on. Yeah.
Congrats, man. I went to your website and I really love it. And as I said in the beginning, we will be using it. We like it. Yeah. It's easy, quick, and no need to waste your time on additional features that someone will not need them.
Yeah.
What are your responsibilities today in the business?
Okay, so my responsibility is again making sure the product remains on the edge. We get what our customers need. We try and simplify the journey of our customer. I'm a product guy, so I focus more on the product. Mm-hmm. I have people who makes me free from operations. I have people who makes me free in terms of day-to-day admin related tasks. Okay. So I have delegated my stuff. I train my people well. and I believe in them. So I really don't need to go back and spend my energy.
Okay.
I don't believe in doing a rework. So I make sure my people know how to do things and how to get things done right at the first place. So, you know,
perfect.
Yeah. So that's how it is going. I mean,
yeah. So you are working on the business, like we said before, not in the business. Planning.
Yeah.
More the planning and the product.
I'm more onto the product. I'm more onto the scaling of the business, and make sure the product is scalable. So that's what my main priorities are. So I'm a product guy, and that's where I'm focusing, and my team really allowing me to do that. So this is what I do.
Since now I know you and we are friends, I know that you are someone who has trillion ideas, right? You have many ideas.
Yeah.
Do you advise, let's say someone wants to open a business and they started with the business and they come up with another idea. Do you advise to focus on one business, scale it, make it profitable, and then move to the second idea, or you believe that you can build two businesses in parallel?
No, I think I will not advise, and I think that's one thing I also need to work on. I work on multiple projects, and again, my idea is to leverage the same technology. If you think you are very good in one vertical, and if you believe that you can build, maybe you can leverage the same technology to build an additional project. So first thing, it really keeps you busy. So you do it in your spare time when you think that your main product does not require much of your focus, and maybe you have some dependency on your developers to come back and do things, and you have some free slot available. That's where you can think on some additional projects. But you need to make sure, first of all, it should not take a lot of your energy and it should not divert you.
True.
So you need to remain focused, and you can build things which is aligned with your business verticals. I mean, end of the day, if you can leverage your same thing for the different vertical, you should be able to doing it, because end of the day, you also need to plan your risk well. If in case, let's say, one of your vertical does not do well, so you have one more vertical which can balance it out.
Yes.
So it's always good to have a plan B, but not to leave the plan A. I mean, you need to stay focused, and you need to keep building some things with the same technology stack, or maybe, you know, solving a problem of different industry with similar kind of idea. Yeah.
I tried the same. I had many ideas, and I started with things in parallel, but whatever was not built on the first business, I had to stop it, because you cannot work on two big projects and put your energy on two different directions. Right. Okay. If you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be?
From my side, I would say that go with a very economical plan of starting up. Don't spend your fortune just starting up, and then start up fast.
Okay.
Time is money, and money is time. So end of the day, my advice is build products which are viable for you to build, and viable for customer to use it. So don't complex things. Roll phase by phase. Build things simple. That's what my advice. I mean, that's what I follow in my business, and that's what I recommend for other people to do.
Working. It's working.
Find out things which are already available in the market instead of rebuilding the wheel again. Try and plug in and connect the dots and build a product. If you can do it.
Yeah. All right, Vijay, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for your time. Hopefully we will see you soon with another product.
Thank you so much, Tawfiq. It's always been pleasure, being with you or having this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Good luck with everything you do.
Okay,
thank you, brother.
Bye.
Take care. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching our episode of Entrepreneurship. Please visit moverzone.com. We're going to place it also down in the description. Visit the website. It's a great web portal where you can move anything from a single item to your 5-bedroom villa. Okay, see you next time, and thank you so much.